Hey YouTube, Hugmeister's Garage and Workshop. Update on the Meister bus. That's what we're calling it, the Meister bus. Got the back end started. Was able to get rid of all the seats I had. Some folks come up from Pennsylvania and took them all. A little bit woodchucky, but nice folks. And I'll tell you what we got done so far. Went over to Lowe's and bought a little bit of lumber, but what we ended up doing with the sides here is I had some deck boards over in my barn. So we cut those at a vertical, and we got some, I think they're called K-lath screws, and some Gorilla Glue lumber and metal adhesive, and just put some self-tapping screws into the sides. And we did the same over here. And then we started building the enclosure for the bed. We're going to put a queen-size bed back here. My wife kind of wanted to walk around on it, but it really wasn't practical. It wasn't going to be enough to be used. So I just framed the whole thing in. And we'll probably put a headboard on one side or the other when we get done. But we just thought we'd take this, when it's done, up and lower, we'll put this trim board on there to hide the screws. It gives it that old woodsy out in the cabin look. And we'll do the same down there where the divider line is, where that seat rail was. But say we frame that in, that's going to be like the utility appliance garage down there. Probably going to put a hot water tank and I got a new inverter ordered. We're going to put that in, a converter. I already got the cord ran through there. I used an old pop-up camper fitting I had, and I kept the 30-foot cord and brought it into a J-box. And you can still open the back door and work on it from the back. And when I get a new sheet of plywood, that is going to be one final piece, and it's going to have tabs on the back and probably just 2 pins on the front. So we can still lift that out and work on it. We're going to work from the back to the front. I think I said that before, but I think right here we're going to enclose this whole thing with an 8-foot enclosure and build a big giant cabinet on top. And then that'll swallow up this diesel fuel holder, or diesel fuel feeder neck cover, and I'll tie it back into that wall. And then I think I'm going to frame in a chaseway through there in the back, so I'd be able to feed all my wiring and PEX for my water pump up through there and try to keep it hidden. Some stuff's going to have to be exposed down here, maybe towards the front, but we might just run that underneath. But I also picked up this one of those Chinese diesel heaters, and I mounted it in here temporary. That might end up back there on that other hump when I frame that in. That's going to be like a porta potty enclosure, and then the other side of it, I think I'm going to put the air conditioner up high and build this in down low. And I was really surprised how well this thing heat this up. Even when it got really cold, it takes the edge off it, and hopefully it'll only get better as we add some wood to the sides for a little bit of insulation. But this thing really puts out the heat. I got the 8kW and it was like 120 bucks. So far so good, and it's actually pretty good on fuel. But I had to tear out this enclosure on the back because it was a little bit close to that pad on there, but I really didn't need it. Right now it's just tied in temporary to an extra battery. I was running off the coach batteries, but I decided not to do that. That way I don't got to keep starting the motorhome up, or the bus up to charge the batteries. But that's where we are so far. Got the old work table in here, and it's got a little bit of everything on it, but we're making progress. Have a good day, YouTube.